Welcome back to school, everybody. But more importantly, welcome back to Ram News Season 22.
Sir, we're going to have a great school year this year and a great episode today. Stay tuned.
I'm Sadie.
I'm Emma.
And we're doing Question of the Week this week.
We're going to be asking kids about the upcoming school year.
Enjoy! What's your name and grade?
Bella Johnson, and I'm a sophomore.
Sarah Moreland, and I'm a sophomore.
And what are you guys looking forward to this school year?
Football games.
Basketball season.
What's your name and grade?
Camden Jacobs, I'm a senior.
And what are you looking forward to this school year?
The homecoming dance and the football game.
Name and grade?
Naphtali Jr. Savannah Jr. And what are you guys looking forward to this school year?
Football games.
Sports.
Thank you. What's your name and what do you teach?
I'm Mr. Heupel. I teach vocal music.
What are you looking forward to this school year?
Right now I'm looking forward to all-state auditions because the people who have doing it are really talented and everybody's got a good chance.
Awesome.
What's your name and grade?
I'm Nora Reedy, and I'm a freshman.
Chloe Julik, and I'm a freshman. And what are you looking forward to most this school year?
The volleyball season. Probably the volleyball season to start. We got a lot of good girls, so I think it'll go well.
Awesome. All right, what's your name and grade?
Allison Fields, I'm a senior.
Rosella Holmes, I'm a junior.
And what are you looking forward to most this school year?
Graduating.
Prom.
Marcus Baum, senior. Isaiah Sharman, junior. Crew Connor, senior.
What are you guys looking forward to this school year?
Beaton Perry. Beaton Perry. Beating Perry.
Awesome.
On Thursday, September 5th, Greene County High School was honored to have Nick Tookman, also known as Sunshine, from Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch, come and spend the day with us.
If I had one message to give, it would be true to yourself and make sure you're not giving into others' expectations or trying to be good for your peers, your classmates, your family. I want to make sure that you're going after what you want out of life and carving your own path.
I enjoyed his energy and his message. I thought that he brought a lot of positivity to the room. I enjoyed learning about what he was talking about, and I learned a lot of life skills from him.
I thought he was fun and super giving and helped people with their confidence.
When you're on a boat, you're not just an employee, you're a part owner. Do whatever you can to make working together easier. Same applies to you at your sports team, in your future job. Do whatever you can to make everyone's lives around you easier and better.
I thought it was really fun, and I really enjoyed learning some life skills.
If at any point in your life you ever felt like giving up, that you had to hide who you are, change your just to fit in, or maybe you didn't say what was on your mind because you're afraid of what others thought of you, I invite you to stand up.
Come on, guys, stand up.
I loved being at Greene County. Everyone made me feel welcome. They were just a great, energetic crowd, and even in the workshops, they were fully participating and everything. And I really had an awesome time here.
Overall, students and staff enjoyed getting to know Nick and his story, and felt motivated to stay true to themselves and pursue their own personal goals and dreams.
Thank you for having me.
Hey guys, this is Camden Kinney, your NHS president. We've got a serious issue. We have cans that aren't being recycled right now. I don't know what I need to do to get us to recycle more cans, but the school depends on us, our environment depends on us. Stay cool and recycle, kids.
I'm here with Mrs. Kennedy, and she's going to inform us about the new recycling bins in our building.
I'm in charge of NHS, and NHS wanted to do something a little bit more for our environment this year. So one of the things we did was we set up recycling bins next to the vending machines in hopes that we can start recycling in this building.
How do these recycling bins benefit our school and NHS in general?
Well, I just think it prevents people from throwing so much stuff away that can be recycled. It's better for the environment. One of the things that NHS stands for is good character and service, and that helps us. And then we also make a little bit of money from it.
Where are the recycling bins located?
They're next to both vending machines in the building. If you have ideas on how to make this building recycle more, give us some ideas. Talk to any NHS member.
Please recycle!
All right, so who am I here with today?
Mrs. Shannon.
All right, could you tell us a little bit about the phone policy?
Yeah, so students are allowed to have their cell phones before school, in between class periods, during lunch and study hall. So then the other times of the day when they're in class, the cell phones are to be stored in a pocket chart.
Could you tell us the why on why we're doing it this year?
Sure. So the change really came for a few reasons. We went from 6 periods that were much longer to 8 periods that are just 44 minutes. So felt like there shouldn't be a lot of time for scrolling, and we just need students to be engaged the whole time. So just being able to increase student focus and engagement. And then also we had 168 classes failed last year. That's a huge number, and we need to do anything we can to support students in learning the content and getting assignments done, and having their cell phones is definitely a distraction and keeping them from doing that.
So we've had it for a couple weeks and we've heard how it's going. Would you change anything about it?
No, right now I think I've only had 3 phones in my office the whole time school has started. So I feel like it's going really well. I think students are abiding by it. I've even heard that there are students that are forgetting them in the classroom. They walk out and oh, I need to get my cell phone. So I think that as hard as it sounded at the beginning, I think it's going really well. I think students and teachers are all appreciating just a more attentive audience.
Who am I here with today?
Isaiah Sharman.
I'm here to talk to you about the phone policy. What do you think of the phone policy?
I think they're kind of like dragging it a little bit. I feel like it's more like up there than it should be.
All right, is there any changes you would make?
Yeah, I don't think that we should have it, but at the same time, it has some benefits, but I also feel like we should have a little bit of time on our phones at the end of class, but I can't really do none.
All right, well, thank you. Who am I here with today?
Mrs. Carmen.
I've got a couple questions about the phone policy. What do you think of it?
I think it's great. I have seen students talking to each other more. I think they are really using their time well in class. There has not been a lot of issues with getting students to put the phones in the phone caddies in my classroom overall. And I just think they're just using their time wisely and learning a lot, and it's just been great.
Grade. My name is Elise Badger, and I'm a senior.
What got you into cheer?
Well, both my older sisters cheered all 4 years, so I just decided to do it freshman year, and I was hooked ever since.
What's your name and grade?
I'm Kayla Frederick, and I'm a senior.
What are your responsibilities as cheer captain?
As a cheer captain, I lead the team, and I'm a role model to the younger girls.
What's your name and grade?
Addison Grayson, a sophomore.
What's your favorite stunt to do for cheer?
My favorite stunt to do for cheer is a basket.
What's your name?
Deb Walchman.
What's your favorite part about being cheer coach?
My favorite thing about being cheer coach is the relationship that myself, creating with the girls, but then just really the rapport and the team and family-like atmosphere that we've created. But just getting to see these girls be part of a group and a club that makes the school spirit, but then we're also, I feel like, the face of the Greene County High School and Greene County School District.
How many girls are going out this year?
We actually have 28 this year between both squads. So yeah.
With the 2024-25 school year underway, we have 8 new staff members. Today we're going to introduce you to 3 of them. I'm here with Mr. Zamolik, and how do you like it here so far?
So far everything's great. I've really enjoyed working with the staff and the students, so I've had a great time coming into this district.
All right, and where'd you come from before this?
I worked at Trice Center in Neola, Iowa.
Like it there?
Yeah, it was nice.
And what are your hobbies outside of school?
I play video games.
All right, thank you.
How is working here so far? It's great. I've met a lot of great people. I love the small community. The students are awesome. Yeah, I love it. Where did I come from before here? I moved to Ames from Dubuque. I lived in Dubuque. I went to college there. Before that, I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, so about an hour south of Chicago. My hobbies outside of school, I help with the 7th grade football team. Right now, love sports, watching sports. I play pickleball a lot. I also really enjoy cooking.
I am Brianna Zmolik, and I teach Spanish 2 and 3. It's exciting to be able to teach back where I grew up. It's exciting to get to work with staff that had me as a student and be able to get to know them on a professional level. Hobbies. I enjoy cooking, particularly baking, and then reading, swimming, going on walks, that type of thing. I like it. It's fun to get to know kids and kind of piece together people that I knew from being a child here. But it's nice to be able to make new relationships and to get to know our people and hopefully make a bigger impact.
Who am I here with today?
Coach Caden Duncan.
Okay, so how is the team looking this year?
Good. We're got a little bit of a smaller team, but we're getting better every day, and had a good week 1 opponent that tested us, and we're ready to go on a run now and get some W's rolling.
Awesome. So what are the team goals then for you this season?
We definitely want to make it back to the playoffs. I want to compete for a district title, just kind of reset some of our standards and get back to playing Ram football.
Awesome. Okay, so the new lights got put up. Tell us about those.
Yeah, that's a cool new feature at Lenduska. Can do a whole bunch of different things. Different colors, turn it off and on. I think eventually it's going to be like with our intro for the team too. But we saw it in our first game, it can go red, and just kind of adds to the experience of the stadium, and it's a pretty cool thing, and I'm glad we got it.
Awesome, thank you. It's Patrick here at Lenduska Field. Who am I here with?
Camden Kinney, offensive and defensive line.
Okay, so what did you do this offseason to prepare for this football season?
Obviously, I've been weightlifting for a couple of years now, so that's been huge in my development as a player. Taking a lot of leadership classes as well. But the biggest thing that I did this season that I haven't done in a lot of other seasons is start my own tree cutting business, and picking up stumps all day and working out there has been making me feel a lot stronger than normal, making me feel more athletic.
Awesome. Okay, so what is the team goal this year? What are you guys trying to achieve?
Our goal this year is to reset the standard. So what that means is we're going back to our roots of winning district championships, making the playoffs, making deep runs, and we're going to do that this year.
And then, so as you're a senior, what's your favorite memory been playing football through these 4 years?
But my favorite memory was my freshman year. We were down at ACGC, and we lost the game, but it was my first time under the lights, and I remember when my team was able to rely on me, and I stepped up, and it started off my career in the right step.
Awesome. There you have it, Camden Kinney.
color is that, gray?
That's like black.
Black's always on the right, with yellow like being.
Hey, can you put that back on?
Green, it's always left. We've never seen green go left. Blue, only one spot left.
You have two, right?
Left to right.
No.
You have one, right?
Oh, so you just gave me the
Okay,
two.
so one of these are right. And one of these are
Let's go short king.
No. Okay, so one of these are right. One of these two are right. So, like, switch one green and black, or like green and yellow.
So keep going until it's red. We'll be back right there. There's a different one.
How big is too heavy?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, you won.
Yeah!
Zoinks, Rick, that was a great episode, wasn't it?
It sure was. Remember recycling like a madman this week.
sir.
Going to the football game on
Yes,
Friday.
sir.
But most importantly, we also met 3 new teachers.
We sure did. We got Mr. Schwartz, Mr. and Mrs. Mollick, the double combo.
And don't forget, we got homecoming this next week.
So be safe, don't do drugs,
and go Rams.